Hello everyone, and welcome back to 100 Degrees Global. Today we're diving into the world of Kanban, a powerful framework for managing work efficiently and improving productivity. Born in the bustling world of Japanese manufacturing, Kanban has since found its footing in diverse fields, revolutionizing the way teams manage workflows. It's not just for factories anymore. Knowledge workers from software developers to marketing teams are harnessing the power of Kanban to streamline their processes and boost their output. So whether you're trying to crank out cars or code, Kanban can be a game changer. It's all about visualizing your work, limiting how much is in progress at any one time, and continuously optimizing your flow. Intrigued? You should be. Let's explore some of the fundamental principles and practices of Kanban. At its core, Kanban is about visualizing work, limiting work in progress, and optimizing flow. Born in the bustling world of Japanese manufacturing, the concept of Kanban has been adopted far and wide, transcending its initial environment. Today, it's a tool used by teams across sectors, from software development to marketing, education, and beyond. But what does Kanban really mean? Well, in a nutshell, Kanban is a method for managing work, with an emphasis on just-in-time delivery while not overloading team members. It's all about creating a balance. With visualization, we can see the work in various stages of the process. By limiting work in progress, we ensure that there is a smooth flow of tasks and no one is overwhelmed. And speaking of flow, Kanban is all about ensuring work moves smoothly from to-do to done. It provides a clear visual representation of the workflow, making it easier to identify bottlenecks and optimize processes. The principles of Kanban guide its implementation. They include visualize workflow, limit work in progress, do IP, manage flow, make process policies explicit, improve collaboratively. Visualize workflow is about representing work items as cards on a Kanban board. Each card represents a task, and the board is divided into columns that represent different stages of the workflow. This visualization makes it easier to understand the state of work, identify bottlenecks, and track progress. Limit work in progress, or WIP, is about setting limits on the number of tasks that can be in each stage of the workflow at a time. This principle helps prevent overloading and ensures that the team focuses on completing tasks before starting new ones. It's about finishing work, not just starting it. Manage flow is about ensuring that work moves smoothly from one stage of the workflow to the next. The goal is to minimize interruptions and delays, and to keep work flowing at a steady pace. It involves monitoring key metrics like lead time and cycle time, and making adjustments as needed to optimize flow. Make process policies explicit is about clearly defining and communicating the rules and policies that govern the workflow. This includes things like how tasks are prioritized, who is responsible for what, and what the criteria are for moving tasks from one stage to the next. Clear and explicit policies help eliminate confusion and ensure that everyone is on the same page. Finally, improve collaboratively is about fostering a culture of continuous improvement. The team regularly reflects on its performance, identifies areas for improvement, and collaboratively decides on changes to implement. This principle promotes learning and adaptation, and it empowers the team to take ownership of its processes. Understanding these principles is essential for successfully implementing Kanban in your team or organization. They provide a framework for managing work more efficiently, improving productivity, and fostering a culture of continuous improvement. It's not just about doing work, but about continuously improving the way work is done. To implement these principles, teams follow certain practices such as designing a Kanban board, setting WIP limits, monitoring flow metrics, holding regular stand-up meetings, conducting retrospectives. Let's dive a bit deeper into these practices, shall we? The first one, designing a Kanban board, is the physical or digital space where you visualize your workflow. Each column represents a stage in your process, and each card represents a task. The beauty of the Kanban board is its simplicity and transparency, making it easy to see what's being worked on and where bottlenecks might be forming. The second practice is setting work in progress, or WIP limits. These limits are essential to maintain a smooth flow of work and prevent overloading. By limiting the amount of work in progress, teams can focus on completing tasks rather than juggling too many at once. The third practice is monitoring flow metrics. This involves keeping an eye on key metrics such as lead time, which is the time from when a task is created until it's completed, and cycle time, the time it takes a task to move from start to finish. By monitoring these metrics, teams can identify areas of inefficiency and work to improve them. The fourth practice is holding regular stand-up meetings. These quick, daily check-ins allow the team to discuss progress, tackle any obstacles, and stay aligned on priorities. It's a chance for everyone to stay connected and informed about what's happening. The final practice is conducting retrospectives. This is a time for the team to reflect on their performance, discuss what worked well and what didn't, and identify areas for improvement. It's a crucial practice for fostering a culture of continuous learning and improvement. So, as you can see, Kanban is more than just a board and some cards. It's a set of practices designed to improve workflow, increase efficiency, and foster a culture of continuous improvement. It's all about fostering a culture of continuous improvement and delivering value more efficiently. That wraps up our introduction to Kanban principles and practices. We've taken a journey through the origins of Kanban, understanding its core tenets of visualizing work, limiting work in progress, and optimizing flow. We've delved into the guiding principles of Kanban, which include visualizing the workflow, limiting web, managing flow, making explicit process policies, and improving collaboratively. And we've explored the practical steps to implement these principles, such as designing a Kanban board, setting YP limits, monitoring flow metrics, holding regular stand-up meetings, and conducting retrospectives. It's clear that Kanban is not just a tool, but a mindset that fosters a culture of continuous improvement and efficiency. So, whether you're in manufacturing or knowledge work, Kanban can revolutionize your approach to managing workflows. Thanks for watching, and remember, for more insightful content like this, subscribe to 100 Degrees Global.